They said the smoke was atmospheric. Said the water was part of the floor. Said don't make a scene. So we didn't. That was the problem. Black tie, dead vines wrapped around the chandelier. Wait up, pours another while the coastline disappears. Ice sculpture sweating in a room without a breeze. Someone shuts the curtain so the guests can't see the trees. Ash laying soft on every polished dinner plate. Band keeps perfect tempo while the exits overheat. Phones held high, the fire makes a beautiful effect. Everybody wants the footage, nobody wants the death. There's water at our ankles, but the champagne stays cold. We auction off tomorrow to preserve what can be sold. A child asked why the moon looks bruised behind the haze. His father checks the market, says it's probably just a phase. I'm standing near the window with my hand against the glass, watching birds fall silent while the room erupts and laughs. No monster at the doorway, no villain we can name, just 1,000 decent people waiting on somebody to change. We dressed for the ending like it was something to celebrate. Kept dancing through the warning at the last venue we'll ever make. Smoke up above the ceiling, cold water climbing past our knees. If nobody stops the music, we can call it fate and leave. Power cuts the backup, floods the ballroom, ultraviolet. Generator coughing while the guests applaud the time it. Kitchens out of water, gardens burning by the gate. Still the host insists the evening's running only slightly late. They pass around the ledger with the damage moved off page. Change the font, adjust the graph, dilute the rate of change. Every promise future dated, every target safely vague. Every hand that signed the paper wiped its fingerprints away. Outside, sirens braid together with the strings inside. Sponsored speeches praise the progress that we bring. Security removes a man for shouting this is real. Then the room returns to dinner like the truth disturbed the meal. I smell plastic in the wiring, salt water in the hall. See the portrait of our children leaning crooked on the wall. We didn't miss the warning, we negotiated what it meant till the language sounded harmless and the final hour was spent. Enter the temperature, bury the evidence, market the medicine, purchase the residence, move where the weather is temporarily better. Build a higher wall and call the suffering external. Quarterly competence, permanent consequence. Comfort gets defended with the polished incompetence. Everybody knew, but no one ever moved the lever. Truth without a cost is just a sentence in a letter. Now the locks have rusted and the hinges won't release. You can't buy another planet when the contract ends the lease. We dressed for the ending like it was something to celebrate. Kept dancing through the warning at the last venue we'll ever make. Smoke up above the ceiling, cold water climbing past our knees. If nobody stops the music, we can call it fate. And so I walk across the ballroom, pull the cable from the wall. Music dies mid-measure, now we hear the building groan. For a second no one moves without the noise, we understand this was never some disaster waiting in another land. I take linen from the tables, twist it tight around the door. Someone breaks the decorations, lays the timber on the floor. Someone opens every curtain, lets the ugly daylight in. Not redemption, not forgiveness, just a place we can begin. We can't resurrect the species or return the melted gears. Can't rebuild a forest with the slogan and the tear, but the hands that held the glasses can still carry dig embrace. And the mouths that sold the silence can start calling things by name. Maybe half the room keeps dancing, says the water isn't deep. Maybe some will guard their comfort while the rest of us will sleep. I don't know if we can save it, I won't counterfeit belief, but I'd rather face the fire than keep dancing underneath. We dressed for the ending like it was something to celebrate. Kept dancing through the warning at the last venue we'll ever make. Now somebody stop the music, and the silence made us see the venue was never dying, it was dying under me. No encore, move the tables, we've got work to do.